Good day everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tace and I'm an AutoCAD inventor and Revit certified professional. This video will be part of a series that will take you through AutoCAD. I hope that you'll find this helpful and that this video will guide you into the right direction. Alright, first of all, let's have a look at AutoCAD's graphic user interface and where the tools are located and how we go about the interface itself. Alright, if we start at the left top, we've got our application menu with the A in there. Right next to it, we've got our quick access toolbars or quick access toolbar. We've got our information center. We've got our tabs running at the top here. We've got our ribbon. And on our ribbon, we've got our panels. Alright, and on our panels, we've got our tiles. Alright. From there on, we've got our drawing area. We have our view cube in the right hand side here. We've got our navigation panel over here, and as well as our drafting tools at the bottom. We also have a command bar, but we'll get to this one in momentarily. Alright, this is as well as your coordinate system, your X and Y coordinate system. Right. So let's have a look at our first panel over here underneath the home tab. We've got the draw panel, where each with its own set of commands. The most basic one, I believe, in AutoCAD would be your line command. Right, now if you hover over these commands, it will tell you what it is and also give you, if you hover long enough, that it will also give you some extra information. So what the command is, what it will do, and what you can, or how you can utilize it within your drawing itself. Alright, so first of all, let's use the line command. You can just select it. Please note you have your coordinate system there, so you've got your X and Y coordinates. So if you want to specify a direct point within your drawing area, you can just enter the coordinates in there for your starting point. Alright, let's just select a point over here, and you can drag this line into any direction. Alright, it will snap to your 90 degrees or your horizontal axis or vertical axis. Alright, so you can drag it to the right. You can set a distance, maybe let's say 20, and if you press tab, it will go to the next input box over there. There you can put in a gradient, so you can put in 3 degrees, 5 degrees, whatever the case may be, but for now let's just leave it to 0. Alright. Please note that the line will be continuous, so where you ended your previous line, a new line will start. It's just for quick drawing, the help for that. Alright, so let's go down 5 at an angle at 90 degrees, and then we can maybe go horizontal back again. Alright. If you want to draw with object snap tracking, this is called object snap tracking. If you see, I hover over that endpoint over there, and if you drag it from there, it creates an object snap tracking that you can correlate from. Alright, so let's say I want to keep it in line with the previous line that we draw. I can just object snap track it, or just track it down and place my line like so. Alright, now if you want to end this command, you can either press escape or you can right click and select cancel. Alright, there we go. Now from there on, we can have a look at the circle command. If you select the arrow down, it will give you some more information surrounding it. There's also different commands underneath the circle command of which type of circle you want to draw, or which input methods you want to utilize when drawing these circle commands. Now you have center radius, we have center diameter, you got 2 points, and you got 3 points, and then your tangent radius at the bottom here. Let's use the 2-point circle. and we zoom in a bit on this one over here, we can actually draw a circle between these 2 points, right, like so. Alright, we can also utilize the maybe center radius, so I can select over there, and it will ask me for the radius of this circle. If midpoint you want to change to diameter, you can have a look at the bottom there in the command bar. You can just press D, enter, and put in your diameter and enter. Alright, and it will give you your circle like so. From there on, we got other commands as well. We got our R command, and just like the circle, if you drop it down, we have a 3-point, we got a start, center, and end. We got a start, center, angle, start, center, length, and so forth. Alright, so there's quite a few you can use depending on the application or the drawing that you're busy doing. So let's say we use the start, center, end. So we can draw maybe a line like so. Alright. So we can use our start, center, end. Start, we can use our midpoint of this line for the center, and we can use a line. Alright, please note what I did there. I hold in the shift key and clicked right to get to these endpoints, but we'll get to this on a later stage within the tutorial videos. Don't worry about this right now. Alright, so from there on, we can also create rectangles, and if you drop this down again, we get polygons as well. So if you want to create a rectangle, you only have to select 2 points. Alright, or you can give it the specified dimensions. Alright, so you can select it, specify the first corner, or you could have entered the units or the dimensions that you need for this rectangle. Alright, and then as well as we got the hatch pattern, but as well we'll go into that a bit later within the tutorial arrange videos that we're rolling out. Alright, so now we can move over to the next panel. We got our modify panel over here, also with other commands such as your move command. We've got our rotating command, we got trim and extend. We've got our copy command, the mirror, we've got fillet, we've got our stretch command, a scale, and our array command. But we're only going to look at move, rotate, trim and extend, copy, mirror, and our fillet, and as well as our chamfer command. Alright, so firstly, the move command, you can select it, and let's say you want to move the circle. You select the circle, you press enter, and then it asks you to select a point on where you want or how you want to move the circle. So you can select a center point, and from there on you can move your circle to maybe endpoints of other lines, or you can run it through the line. This is also tracking the line over here, so you can move it to any point on this line or wherever the application is or the case may be. Alright, so let's just move it to there kind of for now. Alright, then we've got the rotate command. If you select it, you can select the object that you want to rotate. Alright, let's enter the point that you want to, your base point, around which point you want to rotate it. You can select it and rotate your line into the direction that is necessary. Alright, from there on we got a trim and extend tools. Let's say we want to trim the circle here, so it only touches those 2 points over there. Alright, you select it, you select the 2 opposite lines, press enter, and then delete or trim this line that you want to make. So you have just one, how can I say, a chamfer or a fillet over there, or a radius or an arc, creating an arc over there. Alright. From there we can maybe go to copy, so you can select it. You can say we want to copy this one over here. You press your enter key and you want to select the point that you want to copy it in. You copy multiple of these depending on how much you need for your drawing. Alright, also got a mirror command. So if you got I know that you get these office cubicles that you maybe have on the one side and you want to copy over the extent of the wall, then you can use the mirror tool to do that. So let's say we create a line in the middle and we create maybe a circle on this side, and you want that circle on the same distance across on the other side of this line. You can select your mirror tool. It's going to ask you to select the objects that you would like to mirror. You can select your circle and press enter, and then it's going to ask you to choose the line that you're going to mirror across, and we can run that across that line to create your mirror. It's going to ask you as well to maybe if you want to erase the source object. For this case we're going to select no. Alright, and there we have it. Alright, two circles equal distance from the center line. Alright, now the fillet and chamfer commands is normally it's used in many applications, mechanical designing, to run off those sharp corners, so it doesn't to just run off the drawing itself as well. Alright, so if you have two corners like so, you can use the fillet command, and you can actually specify the radius that you want to use. So you can press R, enter, specify the radius. Let's say we want a radius of 8, enter, and then it's going to ask you to select the two sides that you want to fillet. Alright, now if you want to go back, you can either go select back over here if you want to undo, or you can press Ctrl Z to undo what you've already done, and from there on we can maybe go select the chamfer command. For this one we're going to choose two distances. Now these distances are from the point over here backwards to the point over there, so maybe we can press D for distance. That's enter. Say a distance of 5, enter, and 5 again, enter, and select our 2 points that we would like to chamfer, and that would create a chamfer. Alright, from there I'm not going to go into scale and array options. We can go on that a bit later. This is your erase. It removes a drawing from your drawing area over here. So what you also can do is you can select or select multiple. You don't have to hold in control. You can just select, deselect, press exit. If you want to delete a line, you can select it and press delete, or you can select it and type in erase. Alright, now all these commands, very important to note, all these commands that you see over here can be prompted by typing it in within your keyboard. I find this very useful to draw quickly. So if I want to use the line command, I can type in LINE and select it, and I can start drawing. Alright, you can do the same with the erase that I just showed you to erase certain objects. You can also do it with the mirror command, and if I want to mirror this again, and you can run it across. Alright, you get the point. So if you know your commands are off by head, you can just type it into your keyboard and get the specified command that you're looking for. It gets very useful after a while when you're busy drawing, or you want to draw something quickly, or it just gets second nature after a while to just type it into your keyboard, or to get used to your shortcut keys on your keyboard. Some very useful keyboard shortcut keys will be Control C for control copy, and Control V to paste the object that's copied. Alright, We got the layers panel over here. From here on, we can create the layers. The layers we create is just for referencing. So maybe if you take toilets or bathroom utilities, you can make it one color. You can make furniture another color. You can make all the walls one color, and it all categorize everything into one unit. So you can switch off maybe certain areas of your drawing. So if you only want to see bathroom utilities there, or the bathroom toilets and showers and so forth, then you can switch off all the rest of the layers just to view those certain objects, depending on where you want to apply it. So I created some basic layers in here. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail of it. So let's say we create a layer from here. All right, so you can use your line command. It's in layer 1 and it's green, and your line will appear green as well. All right, so let me just draw a basic rectangle, and what you can do is if you drop down, you can actually switch that layer on or off. All right, so it disappears within your drawing area, and you can switch it back on. There is some other commands, but I'll post another video on how to go about with all your layer properties and how to create layers and what does all these little commands and things mean. All right, so your layers, you can also change the transparency of your layers. So if we're on layer 1, we can lower the transparency, and it will change the transparency of your layers itself. All right. Yeah, so there's some basics on layers. We also have some layer properties over here, but yet again we'll go into that a bit more detail at a later stage. Now we got a group options here, so we got a group panel. If you want to move objects simultaneously, let's say we want to move the circle and the line, and together you can cross lasso them, or not lasso, you can cross select them, and you can press the group command over here, and that will put them into a single entity. So if you have big drawings and you want to move them around, this command comes into play, and it's quite a very very important command to use when it comes to that. You can use them and move them around simultaneously. If you want to keep them grouped, but you just want to move one object at a time for now, then you can press the bottom one over here, which turns the group selection on and off. If you want to turn it off, you can select it, and you can move them singularity, or you can just move them on their own itself. When you press this one on again, you can move them again as a group. Alright, if you want to ungroup them, you can select the option over here, which is called ungroup. As you hover over them, you'll get more information and you can ungroup them. Alright, I think this is all from my side for now. These are all the commands that I'm going to go through for the beginning. I think this is quite a bit to keep you busy for a little while until the next video, but I'll keep you guys posted, and we'll go through more of the annotation side. We'll go through the layer properties and how we use them within the drawing. I'll use a better drawing example. We'll have a nice maybe office layout or something in that line, so we can use that as a better visual style and so forth. All right, that's all from my side. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like below if you liked the video, and yeah,